Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me, Liz Fleming, the Efficiency Coach, in today's online webinar where I will talk to you about how you can get $1,200 to get Xero. Now, I will say at the start that this is only if you live and operate your business in Victoria State of Australia. So please be mindful of that. But let's make a start. So before we get into the content, just some basic housekeeping. Please have yourself on mute. This webinar will be recorded and sent out to you afterwards. Please write any questions in the chat, starting with the capital Q for my lovely PA Deb to collate at question time. And also, just a quick note on emails, please check your junk and spam folder in case you aren't getting any emails from the Efficiency Coach. But apart from that, we are good to go. So a lot of us are small business owners here, and me being a chartered accountant, small businesses that know their numbers do better. The more they monitor, the more often, the quicker decisions are made, and the more agile and adaptable they are means they're more profitable. Small businesses need to have a finance system that is easy to use, efficient, in real time, and accurate. Now, this rebate that I'm going to talk to you today about is a relatively simple rebate to apply for, as long as you follow each step. But I'm here to help you through the process. Hi, I'm Liz, the Efficiency Coach, a business mentor and a chartered accountant who loves to help people to become more efficient, to help them through business coaching, business mentoring, and also coaching through Xero and finance. I love finances and using Xero. I've got 15 years of experience in corporate finance across the energy sector and government agencies. I'm a chartered accountant. I love teaching Xero to small business owners, and it's just so important to know your numbers. I've already helped a number of clients with their Xero. I don't want to be your accountant or your bookkeeper, but I can help you set it up in an efficient and effective way. And I'm about to show you in 4 easy steps. First of all, what is the Small Business Digital Adaptation Program? This is a rebate program offered by the Victorian Government of $1,200 to access selected digital business management tools for 12 months. There are a number of programs you can get, such as websites, LawPath, Mr. Yum, Squarespace for your website, and Xero, which is what I want to talk to you about today. There's also a number of online workshops that you can attend once you apply for this rebate. Now, important to note that this rebate closes on the 18th of July 2022. However, best to apply as soon as you can, as soon as the money runs out, they will stop the program. Now, this program has been running during COVID for a couple of times and has run out of money a couple of times. So it's great that it's back for this year. So let me chat you through the process. Step 1, are you eligible? So as I said before, you need to be a registered business in Victoria, and you need to be registered for ABN since the 28th of March 2021. So unfortunately, brand new businesses less than 12 months old are not eligible to apply. You need to be operating the business in Victoria. Now, on the website for this program, which I will send to you in an email after this, they have an ABN checker. So this is the first port that you can check if your ABN number is appropriate to apply. And then this will give you access to the application form. It's also important to note, since this program has already been running a couple of times across 2020 and 2021, if you've already been successful for this rebate for Xero or Squarespace or Square, you unfortunately cannot apply again. You can only apply once for the lifetime. So just something to be aware of there. So it's pretty simple eligibility, which is always the first thing you need to check. Step 2. So as I said today, I'm talking about Xero. And I do want to mention here that you can get this rebate for other programs, but here I want to help you with Xero, getting your finances sorted and get that finance system running in an efficient and effective way for your business. So this rebate can apply for people that don't currently have Xero. You might be using a spreadsheet. You might want an easy finance system that you need to help you to submit your GST and your super. Or it can also be eligible for people that are already on Xero and they can upgrade their plan. So if you're on the starter Xero plan, you could upgrade to the standard or the premium plan and still apply for this rebate. And that's what I can help you with. What's the process to apply? Checking your eligibility and that ABN checker on the website, creating an account with Xero or an upgrade. Now you need to pay for the first month of Xero. So Xero does offer a 30-day free trial. You actually need to skip that and say that you want to pay for it so that you get the invoice. We need that invoice. So it's either $27 for the starter or $54 for the premium for the month. We need to be able to pay that invoice and then attach that invoice to our application. So that step is really vital. And also make sure when you're creating an account that you're creating that account in the name of your business. So whether you're a sole trader, that'll be your name, trading as, or if you're a company or a partnership, the name needs to match exactly what the ABN registered business name is as well. So again, they're going to be checking for that invoice, that this is for the right company or business, that it's for you, and it'll just make the process much easier to apply. Once you've done those steps, then we can start your application for the rebate. And the rebate is a little bit different, where they encourage you to or require you to start using Xero. You then apply for it. Then you go into the system to say whether you're eligible and whether you've been approved. And then 6 months later, they send out a questionnaire. Sorry, 6 weeks later, they send out a questionnaire to see if you're still using Xero. And that's when the rebate will be paid. And during that time, that's when we can work together to get your Xero set up. So the great thing about Xero is that you can pull in your bank transactions directly from your bank account. So that becomes the overarching bookkeeping role of Xero. Now, today's webinar, I'm not going into Xero, but I do have other webinars on the basics of Xero that you may be interested in, just to see whether Xero is for you, depending on whether you may have QuickBooks, you may be using a spreadsheet, you may be using MyOb, you may be using a pen and paper, who knows, or the shoebox of receipts at the end of the month or the end of the year that you hand to your accountant. The great thing about Xero is that it's designed for small business. No accounting knowledge is needed. You really just need to know whether you're sending out an invoice or uploading a receipt. There's obviously some reporting, and I just love using it. So this is why I want to help as many people get Xero with this grant for Victorian businesses as much as possible. And then it comes to completing your application. So you need to answer the questions, prove your ID, and as I said before, attach the Xero invoice for 1 month. So last year when I created my company, so I moved from a sole trader to a company, I actually applied for this grant myself for my own business and was successful in getting the $1,200. So the $1,200 basically covers, the idea is to cover the 12 months, but also it will cover much more than that if you're on the starter or the standard plan for Xero. Now, here are some of my businesses that I have worked with and still working with to either apply for this grant or we're working with them for their Xero. So they all love Xero. I can be logged in and see their accounts as well, and I can help you out. We can do Zoom sessions and we can work out your finance system together. And some things that my clients are saying: Wendy, Liz's training is informative and practical. She tailored it for our business, picking up on things that our accountant has missed. We now have an end of month reporting process that allows us to review our financial position on a regular basis. Chris uses Xero and it makes it really easy for him to pay the bills, to work out his daily takings and weekly and how he's making money. And it's also great to be able to track the figures at the end of the month and look at those profit and loss and balance sheet as well. And Ben and Jessie, when I introduced them to Xero, they were so excited to go home and do their reconciliations with a click of a button and not having to have all the receipts in a box. That was absolutely fantastic. As I said earlier, I want to help you to be able to apply for this grant and be successful in getting this grant. And, you know, utilising that $1,200 in the best possible way. So as I said before, Xero has 3 plans: the starter, the standard, and the premium plan, depending on what level of business you're at, how many employees you have. And that's also something we can discuss as well. And what I'm offering is, so for the price of the $1,200, you'll get 12 months of the Xero plan, which you will be invoiced directly from Xero. And then the remainder is to be invoiced by myself for my package here. So what it includes is a basics of Xero webinar recording and my ebook with Xero setup and instructions. We'll have a 2-hour one-on-one Zoom session tailoring your Xero for your business, and we'll also look at the reporting. With 3 months of ongoing email support, access to important Xero finance updates, access to my monthly efficiency edition newsletter, which has what I've been up to, my upcoming events, tips and tricks to help you in business, and also membership in my exclusive Facebook group, the Efficient Business Community. This whole package is worth over $1,500, but if you're successful in the with the rebate, it is $1,200. So if that's something you're interested in, I am happy to help you with the application. Make sure you're setting up correctly with the right package from the outset in Xero, and then we can work together to do this work. Now, what I will be asking, because the rebate is paid afterwards, sort of 6 to 8 weeks time, I will be asking for a $200 deposit and the remainder being paid when you receive the rebate from the government to help with your cash flow. That's also something that Xero can help with cash flow. So I just want to stop there. Has anybody got any questions so far about anything that I've spoken about today? It is a relatively easy grant or rebate to apply for, as long as you follow the steps and have all the information at hand and do it in the right order. But that's what I'm here for. And if we don't have any questions coming through, you can book a 15-minute call with me to discuss your business. We can have a chat about where you're at, what you're currently using for your finances, whether Xero is right for you and how this could benefit your business, and how we can make that application for the rebate. So Deb is going to put the link to my booking schedule into the chat there. Click on that link, and I've got some time this afternoon, tomorrow, and the next day if you want to get the ball rolling on that. And also these links will also be sent through on the email later today. And the last thing I just want to touch on is my exclusive Facebook group. So I've created this because I want a space for like-minded business owners to come together so that I can share my efficiency tips and my business tips, as well as grants and other key information that will benefit you and your business. But also I want to create a community where people can chat and share other stuff with other people as well, and provide solutions and share that knowledge, because sometimes business can be lonely. So we want to work together. And so you can click on that QR code there to join that group, or there's also the link in the chat. And again, that link will all be emailed out to you later today. So don't fear, you won't miss out. There are a couple of questions to answer to get into the group, which are nice and easy, but I would love to see you in there. It is sort of brand new, so there's only a few members in there at the moment, so I'd love you to be one of the early members of that group. And that is it from me today. This webinar is short and sharp. As I say, it reflects the relatively simple application process for the rebate, as long as you know what you're doing, and that's how I can guide you through that. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, please send me an email, send me a text, check out my website, Use those links to book a 15-minute call with me if you wish to. Join my Facebook group, and I hope to see you soon using Xero, and we can then all operate our businesses knowing our numbers a little bit better and making better decisions. Thank you so much.